Okay, quick video for one of the builds that I've been working on for a while here. This is a 7.62 by 3.9 pistol. This was built on just a random lower. The barrel is a surplus ammo and arms, 10.5 inch out of Tacoma, Washington. The big point of this video though is this, which is the JMAC Custom RRD X37 30S. It is a 2-chamber muzzle brake that is externally threaded to that, what is it, 1.35 or 1.37 internal diameter of most suppressors. Now I just recently form one a can, and I am just flat out not going to pay 125, 150 bucks for a muzzle device and then spend another 150, 200 bucks on the adapter and make it fit into a can. There's no point to that. I think these are a little bit ugly on some guns, but it really works on this build. It looks good. They look fantastic on Comblock guns, on the AKs. This actually looks really good on a Scorpion. I have one on an AR-10 that I'll post a video of later. An AR-10 with a 16-inch barrel, and there's probably 7 or 8 inches of free barrel beyond the handguard with this muzzle device on there, and I'm expecting that's going to be effective. I think it's not the most attractive, however it looks really good on this. So the point is I want to see if this will actually tame the recoil of a 7.62 by 3.9 out of a 10-inch barreled AR. Now the recoil isn't crazy out of this short-barreled AR. I've had this for a while, and I had it before I started really getting into started really developing the idea of putting a can on it. But now that I've done this, it just sort of makes sense as a suppressor host. I want to see if it works. So let's load up some magazines here. I have this conversation all the time with buddies that are big into like 300 blackout, rounds that are designed for really designed for suppressing. I'm a big fan of 7.62 by 3.9 just because it's inexpensive. And if you look at what 300 blackout was designed to do, it was designed to mimic the ballistics of 7.62 by 3.9, but still fit into an M4 platform, still use the same magazines, the same bolts, just changing out the bolt carrier, change out the bolt. The big downfall to this is people always say, well, they have reliability issues, they have feeding issues. My experience has not been that. My experience with these, I've been shooting this for years, 16-inch barreled guns, 10-inch barreled guns, different things. The only time I've ever had issues with feeding and reliability was when I used high-capacity mags. I've got I think it's an ASC, or I think it's an ASC, like a 27-rounder, big, big curved magazine. You can put 10 or 15 rounds in that, and it will feed just fine. But once you start getting into 18, 20, 22, once you get into that curve, that curve, you start having problems with jamming. I think it's a magazine issue, not a gun issue. So what I did was I just bought some 20-round ASC mags, and even when the magazine is full, I shouldn't be getting down into that curve too much. I'm hoping. That's my inexpert opinion. So let's give it a shot. That is a live round. Yep, good solid dent on the primer, but it did not go off. And I am shooting Tula, what is this, 123 grain? 124 grain hollow points. A little bit inauspicious that I had a misfire, but clearly it loaded. It just did not go off. So that's not a gun problem, that's not a magazine problem, that's probably a bullet problem, probably a cheap Russian bullet problem. Let's try a couple more. So I think it's important to note that the recoil of 7.62x39 out of a 16-inch gun isn't horrible. It's not nearly as light shooting as a 5.56. It's not nearly as light shooting as 5.45, but it's not horrible. But it's definitely there. It's definitely punchy, especially when you're popping off several rounds fairly quickly. And also, you have an issue with getting back on target. And I have a 16-inch 7.62x39 that I use for deer hunting, so follow-up shots can be an issue. So that's kind of the whole point of doing this. And making it compatible with a suppressor, which would be beyond cool. Alright. I guess the only thing to do now, put some more rounds in there. Load it up a little fuller. I will say that the muzzle brake that I have on here, this JMAC, works. It definitely works. I can still feel it. I'm getting a lot of flash, but that's to be expected out of a 10-inch barrel with big side and partially top venting chambers. You can see that it's really designed to get gas out quickly. You know, it's not trying to make it a flash hider, you know. So this should be about 15-ish. Okay. This has been my experience with 7.62x39 for years. Compared to 300 Blackout, ballistically almost identical. Bullets not quite as high quality as something that's something like a 300 Blackout, just because with 300 Blackout you're using, you know, higher quality bullets. I do not have feeding issues out of these guns. I never have. This is a brand new mag, never been shot. And you can see I just dumped 15 rounds out of it or whatever that was. Worked just fine. So explain to me why you need 300 Blackout. That's going to be, you know, what's a cheap box of 300 Blackout? 12 bucks, 14 bucks if you can find it right now, versus $5.99 for a box of Tula or for Gecko or whatever. Explain why. I don't get it.